Hey there, and welcome to On Deck. I am Matt Harris. As you can tell, this is nowhere near my deck. This is the Cineplex in by the Queensway here in Toronto. I'm here with my good friend Andrew Moore Crispin because we just checked out Harry Potter.
We did indeed.
Not a bad
day after opening too. No lineups.
Not a bad day to, or not a bad way to start the first 2 hours of your shift.
Not
Just gonna go watch a movie. But we're not just here for fun and games and Harry Potter, though it was a good movie. We're here for the D-Box experience. Can you explain what that's about?
Well, so essentially what D-Box is, it's a series of movie chairs that have actuators and motors, and they vibrate and rumble and pitch and yaw during certain parts of the movie. It's a Canadian company. They started off as making chairs for home theaters that do functionally the same thing, but then they got their foot in the door so that they could actually do it in actual movie theaters. So this is I believe it's the Canadian launch of D-Box in Canada. The only Canadian theater they have so far. I believe they have 7 theaters worldwide, one of which is the Mann's Chinese Theater in LA.
Very cool. So that's the technical stuff out of the way. Stuff I don't really understand, but I do understand the experience I just had in there. It was really, really cool.
It was neat. Yeah, it was.
It's we likened it, I guess, to kind of like the first class of the movie theater, I guess, right? There is a $7 premium to pay for this service where you sit in these big rumble chairs, as Andrew described. And I enjoyed it, but for me, I don't know if it was worth the extra $7. What'd you think?
Well, I think if you go in expecting a thrill ride, you're going to be disappointed because in movies there's a lot of dialogue. We were joking earlier about, maybe in a love scene, your chair could kind of go up and in like this, so you're leaning in for the kiss or something.
Right.
But I mean, it's only really in action parts if there's flyovers, like in the Harry Potter movie, the Quidditch scenes where it really kind of came to life.
Yeah.
Apparently they code the motion for these chairs frame by frame before the movie releases,
amazing.
so they actually decide how your chair is going to go. So I mean, I'd say probably 70% of the time your chair's not really doing much, but it is more comfortable than a standard movie chair.
Right.
And for that $7, you also can actually book your seat. So when you go to the movies, you can pre-purchase a ticket, but this way you can actually pre-purchase a seat. And I mean, it is a premium row, right? Like that's basically where everyone wants to go. I believe in this case it was the second row from the back.
So tell me this, so your next movie date, would you buy a ticket for the D-Box if you had that option?
Tell you what I'll do. I'll buy a ticket for D-Box for myself, and then I'll get my date in the row in front or something like that. Save myself that $7.
Well, for me, I think I'll stick to just the normal seats, but I did enjoy this experience.
Well, you are my
well.
date, so.
Well,
Wait, no,
well,
sorry,
no,
not
I mean,
on camera.
Anyway,
not on camera.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. So that was what we're doing here today. I also want to talk quickly about what's coming up next week on Butterscotch.com. We have the Lab Rats with Andy Walker and Sean Carruthers, and they are in episode 180, which will launch this Monday at 5 Eastern, are going to be talking about merging Andy Walker's email.
Yes.
Because Andy's a little bit of a scatterbrain, as well we know, Sean being the third of us. And Andy really wanted to kind of get out of the Outlook and into the Gmail and merge all of his email accounts, and he'll show you how to do it this Monday. What else do we have coming up on Butterscotch? Tutorials?
We do have a lot of tutorials, of course. We launch 4 tutorials every day.
Great.
But I think there's also that really cool Lab Rats contest.
Yes, there. And I know why you remember that.
Yes.
For those of you who saw Lab Rats this past week, Andrew and myself did a spot-on Sean and Andy impression. I thought it was spot-on.
It was pretty spot-on.
Yeah.
Well, apparently Sean disagrees.
Yeah,
but,
well, if you haven't seen it, check out 179, which is currently on the Butterscotch Network. But it introduces a new contest at Butterscotch.com, and that is your impression of Sean or Andy from Lab Rats. So shoot a 2-minute video, 1.5 minute to 2-minute video of you being Sean or you being Andy or you and a friend doing both, and submit it to feedback@butterscotch.com.
So put it up on YouTube or blip.tv or something like that. Send us a link to your video. We'll even put it on Butterscotch so other people can see it too.
Absolutely, and if we pick yours, there is a prize pack to be won of a Butterscotch mug.
Yeah, those mugs are really sweet.
They are sweet. I see you have like 4 or 5 at your desk. You're
those are for other employees.
You're kind of hoarding them, eh? I've noticed that.
No.
But if you send yours in and we pick yours, we will not only put it on the Butterscotch Network, but like I said, you get a prize pack of the mugs, the T-shirts, and the stickers. So everyone wins.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I've had a fun time here today. I know you have too.
Yeah.
I think it's time we get back to the office and back to some work before Andy sends us new emails telling us to get back to work.
Andy's away at the software conference. We can do whatever we please.
Sean, want to get us to see another movie? All right, sounds good. Anyway, for On Deck, I'm Matt Harris. This has been Andrew Moore Crispin and Matt having fun at the Cineplex Odeon here in Toronto.